All right. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to be onboarding clients, and we're going to show you how to onboard a client with the simplified steps that we created. And we're going to mail once we get finished with this presentation today. We're going to email everybody a copy of this so they can have it. So when they're onboarding clients and prospects and branch managers when they're onboarding clients, it'll be a really, really simplified, smooth transition. So you don't have to be, looking all over, calling, asking questions. It's going to be really, really easy. So we're going to jump right in. And first, let me get zoom in so you guys can see. All right. Zoom in a little bit more for people that's got cell phones. Oh no, that's too much. That's too much. I think that's as far as I can go. All right. Well, anyway, all right. The first thing you're gonna see on this page right here. So just a one sheeter, and it's basically showing you how to onboard a client when they come into the program. I've talked with Vic earlier, and we spoke a couple of days ago about the situation, and the problem. One of the problems that we were having is when certain clients come in, when we get them all the way to certain steps, we find out some certain criterias the credit score need to meet for certain things, and that those certain things uh, are dealing with the credit, the financing department, or the credit repair things of that nature. So what we did, we said, okay, before you guys like if just say you branch managers, before you guys get a client and you want to sign them up, the first thing that you need to ask them is, hey, listen, I need to know where you're at in your credit. How's your credit profile looking? Because your credit will determine everything that needs to be done before we start the process of getting you funded. So what we did is we created a simplified list of things that we can get you onboarded and really simple steps, and start you in a program, first the credit program, and then start you ongoing to the funding process. So the first step is basically um, this right here. It says for clients with a credit score of 680 or 640, if enrolling in the fast track EIN only program, the client need to first enroll in the credit repair program. This would allow us to get the client capital ready to achieve funding. And the benefits of that, you all know, is if you got good credit, you get lower interest rates. You qualify for better options as far as loans and stuff like that, and also you get approved for higher limits of loans. You'll be able to negotiate. You have negotiation power, because now you can pick and choose which lender that you would like to go with, opposed to a lender just picking you based on your credit. So the first step right here is sign the client up for the credit repair program on your website. So right here, we'll go to the website and go to the credit repair program. So if you're affiliate or SBA member, you will go to the TRBT business funding page, and then you'll click on the credit repair page. If you're a branch manager, you have your own website. So there, just go click on your website. Let me go to one of the branch managers' website. Uh, this is Kim's website. She has a credit repair page on hers as well. So you can just go to the credit repair page, and it's still the same process with everybody. So let me go and show you basically what you'll do. All right, somebody is echoing. I'm gonna mute them. Okay. So once they get to this page, once they get to the page of the credit repair process, you stroll down, and then these are the simple steps that they take to start the program. First, they would need to sign up for Identity IQ, which is also on your second step on the sheet. They will need to sign up for Identity IQ, and you just let them be aware of this, because we have a contract with Identity IQ for our prospects, because it's a part of our module that's on the back end. which is a new module that we have. Is really great. It shows you everything in real time, from inquiries being removed and just cleaning up your credit, repairing your credit total. Everything will be on. You'll see it in real time. But basically, they sign up right here for Identity IQ, and then we go back to the website real quick. And when they click on Identity IQ, it takes them here where they, start their membership with Identity IQ. It's $27.99 a month, and just let them be aware. Say we need this service, them to pay this service a month, so we can monitor and we can help them with their credit repair. And just let your client know is a $27 a month fee that would acquire for them enrolling in the credit repair program, because just this is what we need to start the process and monitor the process as we're continuing to check the credit. And once we get this the client registered right here, they will give you a username and password, so we can then implement them into our new credit program. The next step, client pays the enrollment fee. The client pays $300 for enrollment into this program. But you got to understand that if they're just enrolling in the credit program and they're not in the business program, this price will be $600, and you guys get a bigger commission for that. So if you're an affiliate of the Real Business Team, and your SBA, and you just got a regular membership, you get $25 for each enrollment that you do with this credit program. If you're a branch manager, now you make $75, which was $50 at first, but now since everything is in house, you'll make $75 for that program once each person sign up for the credit repair program. And then when they pay, they click on here, and it'll take them to the payment link, which is right here. And this is where they choose to pay. They can enroll. This is for the, like I said before, this is for the people that's in the credit rebuilding program as well. But if they're not in a credit rebuilding program, this is a $600 fee that they will make. And the money that you would make on that, whatever fee that you're getting now as a bonus, it will be doubled. So if you're an affiliate, you'll get $50. If you're a branch manager, you'll get what is that, 150. So that's a good thing if you're just signing up people just for the credit program for 600. Make a lot of money. And also we offer financing if the person don't have the $300 up front for this program. We also offer financing, and that's a breakdown of $75 down to $75 a month until it's all paid out with zero interest loan. So there's no interest on that. It's just paying $75 per month until it's all paid off. Next, once once the client has paid their money, pay their fee, and then everybody, everything is onboarded, then the client will receive an email to start uploading their information to the credit portal that we have. So they get an email, and then just tell them to click on it, and then start uploading their information, like their social security card, a picture of their ID, a valid bill, last month's bill, whatever that is, and then they upload that into our database with the other information that's required, and then we can start the process on the credit repair, and make sure that they have the Identity Q username and password, because they will have to put that in as well, so we can monitor and repair their credit. And clients can then check the progress that's going on with their credit in real time with the login portal. And let me show you how the login portal looks. I'm gonna show you how my login portal looks. And this is how the login portal looks for the client for the credit program. Basically, they can see their credit scores in real time, information like that. Also, they can see all the the accounts on their page payable, the collections, the charge offs, the late payments, inquiries. You can see all the inquiries and then you also see what's in progress. So if just like this, like you see, these inquiries that was in process on my behalf. and you'll see that pending removal. With pending, and then once you see they've been removed, it'll say it's been canceled, it's been removed, deleted, deleted, deleted. So when you see these things are being deleted off your credit report, you see your credit score jumping up. Hallelujah. So we're doing our job, and we're trying to get you funded. So that's the thing. So basically, that's what that is right there. So then we go here and we stroll down. So we finished with the credit and assess the credit and see that you're ready now. See, we got your credit up, and doing your credit normally takes like about 30 days to get things off your credit and get removed and start building your credit up. But it can take if your credit in some cases it's really really extreme, and it's like a lot of stuff going on that your credit can take up to a few months to get that stuff off. So just kind of be mindful of talking to the person and asking them, what things they got on their credit report. They got any bankruptcies and stuff like that. That makes a difference with the funding process. So we just want to know before we get them started with the business funding program, so we won't really have to waste their time, and they don't have to waste our time. Once we stroll down, that's when we start the business process, onboarding the client and the business funding program, which is really really simple. Client must enroll on the website by selecting a program of their choice. So we go back to the website, back to the finding part, and see right here, they can either choose the personal finding Credit Express or choose one of the favorite business finding fast track. So let's go here and click on the business finding fast track page. The client reads the information and decides if whether they want to be in this program or the other program. And if they want to be in this program, they just read over the documentation over here. Once they read over the documentation, as you can see, always make sure you ask this client, hey, listen, what's if you're entering this program, what's your credit score? Because there are going to be additional fees involved with trade lines and stuff like that. So if you're getting trade lines financed, you got to have a 660 or higher credit score. If you're not getting financed, if you're paying cash for the credit lines, don't worry about this part right here. But this is something really important that you need to tell a client before enrolling into this program, and that's why we have the credit program to get them at this point. So if they enroll in this program and they're not right here, but they do want to get financed, we have to get their credit up. So they have to go to the credit program first, credit repair. We Okay. And now once we do, we get all the information in, get all the information in from the client, and they come down here and they put SIN. What it does is it takes them to a contract where they sign the contract. And once they sign the contract, it takes them to a page where they make the payment. So go back to the form, and right here it says once filling out the data from the form on the page, the client will be redirected to the business funding program contract to sign and date. So once they sign that contract, let's see. Once they sign the contract, the client will then be directed to another page where they make the payment for the business funding program. The page looks like this right here. It takes them to this page right here, and this is where they make the payment. Now, the payment is optional. If you got $300, you can just put the information in here and put your referred by. Make sure you always put your referred by in there, who referred you to the program, so they can get their commission. Push pay now, and then once that happens, or they got another option, they can do the financing with $75 down to $75 a month for the business funding program. We kind of work with people on this situation right here, but the whole process is just trying to get you find it. So we just try to work it easy and make it better for give you a couple of options on how you want to do it. And then we go back here. And once the payment is received, we'll get an email. Everybody get an email. The branch managers, if you sign the person up, you're getting an email. And then the client must then register online for the finding course. So they click here to register online for the finding course, and what it does is it takes them to this page. It takes them to this page right here where they register for the finding course. and they make a username in, so they can create their own username, use their email address with what they signed up with, first name, last name. Website is optional. You have to put that in there. If you got a website, business website, that'd be cool. You'll make up a personal a password and the other information that you would need. Always put the referred by in the referred by box as well, and then push register because you're registering for the online course. Once you've registered, then the client must begin the funding course steps. And when you click here, it'll take them to the steps. And when they click that button, it'll take them to this page where the different courses are on. So when we get that client information and we see that the client has made a payment for whatever page that whatever program that they directed in, we will manually put them in this program. If you click on one of these programs, we're going to click on this program, for example. You will see that it's a fee right here, and it says buy this course. By default, it's a fee on all of them. But once you enter your once you pay your $300, we'll manually enter you in the course. So when you come to this page, you won't see this right here. You would see this. So this person we manually put them in, and you'll see this. You just see your teacher's name, how many people in the class, what category, and then then say you're enrolled, and then it say how much of progress if you finished it and completed this course. And then you further down and read. And this is the fast track course. You go check out the curriculum, and you just see all the different steps that's involved in this curriculum. And basically, these steps take you through every step that we need to have all the information that you need to get you funded. So while you're going through all these steps, and we've completely finished all these steps, and you get to the last step, that's when we begin the business funding process. And it's just really simple steps. Let me just go to the first step real quick so I can show you guys how it looks. The first step with the business funding is actually having a commercial business address. And what we did, we kind of did our research and found the company online. They was able to, get people a virtual address, a business address, where it's a residential address. And basically, what it does is, the lenders look up Google for the address that you put down in your business, and if they don't see a business address like this, you can tell that this building has like multiple companies in it. If they don't see a building like this or or something like other than something like this, just a direct building, they just don't want to see a residential address. They want to see a business address. They want to make sure that it's a legit company, and that's basically how the funding process begins. So this is the first step we did, and the reason why we made this the first step because you're going to need to put your business address on the other documents moving forward. So just make sure that your client is going through each step one by one. And when they finish the step, this button is normally blue, but it's gray because I completed it already. And it will take them to the next step and just hit register or go to the next step, which is register your business LLC and EIN. If you have that already, this information will tell you, okay, well, you okay? And if you need to make any changes as far as your business address on the EIN, you would make those changes by clicking these links and stuff like here that we have with the help you links. And then once you get finished with this course, you just hit complete lesson and it'll take you to the next step. Really, really simple, really, really easy steps. Really, really easy steps. So going forward, once the client has begun and finished the courses, once all the steps are completed, the fundraising process begins. This is when we come in and we take care of business once you get finished with all your courses. If you're finance and trade lines, we'll make sure we got you set up with getting the trade lines. Or if you're just going through personal funding, we'll make sure we get all your information so we can shoot it to the lender, and then we just run it through, in that matter. We got a couple of people that we connected to this weekend, and which is going to help us with more lending methods. So we'll be able to get you into a lot of different lending programs, as well as a new program that we're about to get into for probably the beginning of next week, and that's going to be the real estate. We're going to put that on the website because we're just trying to get the fundamentals correct before we put it out to the to the masses, and we want to make sure that people understand, the branch managers understand. We'll be able to get people financed for real estate. So it's going to be a really great process and really great program because we're really moving. I love the fact that we got the new credit program and everything is kind of moving fast now. So it's just really grateful to have this opportunity to just try to take our people to another direction. Being that we're in a situation where we kind of was misguided, but now we're back on track, and now we're getting this funding process going.